Hello everybody, this is TheDruidMan, and in this video I'm gonna be explaining how the Shadowgrasp totem and the infinitely divisible ooze totem mechanics work, or trinkets work rather. As obviously some of you know, using this trinket you might be wondering, why are they broken? Why do they do so much damage? Why do they not do as much damage in timelines? Why do I have to be in present timeline? So many mysteries, so many questions. So I hope to answer them all in today's video, so enjoy. Okay, so due to the way that Blizzard has scaled Chromie time for Shadowlands specifically, this is gonna explain the mystery of why our Shadowgrasp totem and infinitely divisible ooze does so much damage. So as you can see in the clip here now, I'm trying to enter a Shadowlands dungeon while not in any timeline. Now, from experience, most of you will know that even if you're not in a timeline, you can enter dungeons from any expansion except Shadowlands. Why is that? So when you're not in a timeline, Shadowlands specifically scales back to its default level, which is level 50, which means that's why you have to be in the Shadowlands Chromie time in order to enter the dungeon. What this ends up doing for our infinitely divisible ooze and Shadowgrasp totem is that when you're not in a timeline and you're summoning it, it's summoning a pet that's external to you, and it's basically defaulting the pet's level back to the level of the dungeon, which is level 50. So what you're actually doing is you're summoning oozes and summoning a totem that's at level 50. Now, to answer why does it do so much damage? Well, as most of you would know from just playing the game, in Legacy raids, higher levels have something called Legacy Damage Boost. So the higher level you are, when you go into a raid that's lower level than you do extra damage. I don't know the exact numbers, but for simplicity's sake, we'll say 10 times. And this is why when you're summoning totem in classic dungeons, you do like let's say if you're level 30, you hit like 100k, whereas in WoD you hit like 30k ticks. It's because of the level scaling. A good example to demonstrate this theory, or rather this thing I've come up with, is the fact that as I'm showing you now in the Legion dungeons, I'm summoning the totem, I'm not in a timeline, and it's not one-shotting the boss. It's doing good damage, but it's not super OP as we all know it. And that's because the default level of Legion, if you were to take out Chromie time entirely, would be level 45, meaning that the level difference between the totem and the dungeon boss that I'm attacking right now is 5 levels. So it's only getting a legacy damage boost for 5 levels. Whereas classic dungeons are a total of 20 levels, hence why you hit more. So from classic up to Legion, as you keep going up in expansions, you're gonna keep hitting less and less and less and less. Now, the reason why you're not hitting that much in a timeline is because once you're in the timeline, the dungeons are scaling to your level, which means when you're summoning the Shadowgrasp totem, it's not defaulting to level 50, meaning you're actually summoning a pet, for me at least, at level 30. Hence why in this clip here, I don't do any damage when I'm using the Shadowgrasp totem in a timeline. And so I've seen posts made on the XPR forums and discussions here and there, like some people think, oh my god, the totem got fixed this patch, oh my god, it might get fixed tomorrow. In reality, this thing will not ever get fixed unless they fix the spaghetti code behind Shadowlands Chromie time. For simplicity's sake, the day you can enter Shadowlands dungeons without being in the Shadowlands Chromie time is likely the day the totem will not work anymore. They've coded Shadowlands Chromie time to be different than the other Chromie times. There's reasons why we don't know. It could be, because when Shadowlands was over and Dragonflight was coming out, and they had to like scale Shadowlands to be accessible to level 10s. They did some weird spaghetti thing with the code. I don't know, man. But this seems like it should keep going until they fix it. And I don't see why Blizzard has a reason to fix it, unless they're looking to intentionally fix these trinkets. So for the War Within, unless they're gonna change the spaghetti code for Shadowlands Chromie time, which again, there's no reason for them to. People can level just fine. There's no problem. It doesn't affect people getting to endgame. It's mainly a twink issue here. This should carry over to the War Within. However, You never know, because because Dragonflight is gonna become the new default leveling experience and not BFA anymore in the War of Odin. They may revise Chromie time and possibly change something. So what I would advise for everyone watching this video, farm all your WoD gear now, because I am not going to be sitting there farming any WoDs without these totems. I spend hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours, getting WoD gear across 12 characters that all have the Ooze and totem. Now, just imagining doing what I do without any of those, nah, I'm good, thanks. That's a bit too much even for someone like me who plays all day. Okay, so get your totems now, obviously farm your gear now, get your abysses now, and you know, it should be working within the War of Odin. We'll obviously test it when the beta comes around, but yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully that helps kind of unveil the mystery behind why the totem works the way it does. It's very simple actually, and there's a lot of other items that actually function and scale the same way, which I may make future videos like explaining that stuff, but just so you're not on edge. Nothing as OP as the Shadowgrasp totem, but there are some cool things you can do with like raid external pet summoning items that summon level 73 pets, which kind of links into the mechanics of how Chromie times and time walking works. But yeah, I may make another video for that in the future. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I don't usually do videos like this. I'm not the best at explaining things. My words sometimes are spaghetti. So hopefully it was clear, concise, and it delivered the point to you guys. If not, let me know in the comments and I can type it perfectly for you. Alright, so take care, guys.